My name is Tesdell. I'm the owner of Tesdell Century Farm. It's 80 acres just south of where we are, half a mile. I live here on this homestead that was actually in the family as well originally. My great-grandpa, Sievert Tesdell, was born in Norway, came over when he was 14 with his siblings and his parents. He, at 18, enlisted in the Union Army and went off to the Civil War for about 3 years, came back, started farming. This particular farm he bought in 1884. That's the one that I own. We're putting into place practices that are both infield and edge of field. So the infield practices would be no-till, no disturbing the soil, and cover cropping, which is a second crop that we plant into a growing crop, holding the soil in place, improving water filtration, providing grazing if that's needed. I'm trying hard to be a good citizen and trying to improve water quality in my own small way in the 4 Mile Creek watershed. So I should explain the leaky system that we have, okay? So this technology is 100 years old. So these clay tiles were one of the first ways that we had of draining the wetter areas on farms here in the Des Moines Lobe. The Des Moines Lobe was last glaciated about 13,000 years ago. It left us with a lot of little wetlands and little marshy areas. So the farmers pretty quickly figured out, oh, well, we can drain out those areas, dry them up a little bit so we can plant in those areas as well. This is a 3-inch clay tile, and this was one of the first ways they found to get rid of some of that excess water. This whole area is honeycombed with thousands, in Iowa, millions of miles of tile. About World War II, we started using more fertilizer, especially for corn, nitrogen fertilizer. These tiles provided an avenue for nitrate that was not used by the corn to flow into the creeks and streams. Therein lies one of our main water quality problems. It basically is a form of pollution in our rivers and streams. I first put in my stream buffer strips, 50 feet on each side, in 2000. And then one of the recent developments is that we've introduced saturated buffers in those buffer strips. And we do that because we have the perennial plants growing there already, and the perennial plants and roots are what help to denitrify that tile water before it enters the creek. We need to be collecting data on conservation practices so we can say that, in fact, we're doing some good. We want to know how much nitrate was removed from the tile water. I've collaborated with Iowa Soybean Association, with Iowa State University and Drake University, sponsoring research projects on my farm. I guess what I'm trying to do is learn as much as I can about leaving the land and the water if I can, in better shape than when I arrived here. And I think also for the common good. I think part of it's for the common good. Things that we do on my farm wouldn't necessarily be financially beneficial to me, but they might be to people downstream. And that's part of stewardship, I think, is trying to take care of our neighbors, basically, downstream. Stream or river cleanups, physically removing grocery carts and plastic bags and tires, is a way to help people understand that there are things in 4 Mile Creek that shouldn't be there. I have participated in 2 4 Mile Creek cleanups. There's a lot of work to be done.